Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, you're welcome to Sew with Mediva. And if you're a returning subscriber or a returning viewer, thank you for sticking to my channel. So in today's video, we'll be learning how to make this simple cape Bubu top. So it's very detailed and very beginners friendly. So don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you find it useful, leave a comment and subscribe to my channel. So these are the fabrics we're making use of. I made use of Ankara fabric. So the orange is going to be for the upper part, while this is going to be for the lower part. So I made use of less than 1 yard for each fabric. So altogether I made use of about 1.5 yard of fabric. So let's go ahead now to fold up the fabric. So we started with the upper part of this top. So this is my fabric here. I'm going to open it wide so that we can fold it together. So the first thing you want to do is to fold it into two this way. So fold it into two this way. And then the next thing to do is to further fold it into four. So right now I have a fold of four. So we're going to be cutting this like we're cutting a full circle. So make sure you have one side completely closed and the other side that is open this way. So the first thing you want to check after folding is to know if the length you have here is enough for the length you're working with. So I'm working with about 14 inches and I have about 16 inches there. So it's going to be enough for the upper part of my top. So what I'm going to do now is that from the center point there, I'm just going to take the length of the upper part. So I made use of 13 inches for mine. 13 inches. I'll mark it all the way around, making sure my tape roll is at the tip of the fabric this way. Just mark it all the way around it. Then I'll go ahead to just connect the points together. So after connecting, this is what we have, and I'll go ahead to cut it out. So after cutting out, this is what it looks like. The next thing we want to do is to place the neckline measurement. So before I open it up, I'll still leave it folded while we place the neckline measurements. So the next thing we want to do is to place the shoulder to shoulder measurement. So come over to this open angle. So that's where you're going to place your shoulder, while the other closed angle will be the center front. So my shoulder to shoulder measurement divided by 2 is 8 inches. So I'll mark it there. And then I'll go ahead to take my neck width, which is 3.5 inches. So remember we're taking it on the closed angle. So I'll take 3.5 inches for my neck width. And then I'll come over to this completely closed edge to take the neck depth, which is 2.5 inches, because I'm still going to have an opening in front. So I'll just connect the 2 points together this way to form my neckline. And then I'll go ahead to cut it out. So I'll cut out the neckline now. By the time you open up, you're going to have something that looks like this. So before I proceed, I'll just go ahead to fold it up again to take the point where I want my opening to be. So I'll fold it into four this way. And then I'll just come down by 2.5 inches on the center front. So when I open up, I'm going to split that place opened. So let me just extend the line this way. And then I'll split it open. So after doing that, this is what we have. The next thing we want to do is to cut out the fabric for the lower part of this top. So the full length of my top is 22 inches and I have 13 inches for this upper part. So for the lower part, I cut out the height of the fabric to be 10 inches so that by the time I fold in the base, I'll be left with the same 22 inches. So I'll go ahead to place it this way, right sides facing each other. And then as I'm joining it, I'm going to just gather the fabric. So I'll be forming gathers while I'm joining it together. I'll gather it this way all the way around it. I'll gather it all the way around it as I'm joining the fabrics together. So when I'm done doing that, I'm also going to fold in the base of my top. I'll fold in the base of this fabric twice and stitch it all the way down. So when I'm done, so after joining the two fabrics together, this is what it looks like. So I'll go ahead now to iron it out. And the next thing we want to do is to cut out the facing for the neckline. So to cut out the facing, I'm going to just take out a piece of fabric this way. I'll open it up and then I'll place the neckline of my top on it this way, and then I'll just go ahead to trace out the neckline. I'll trace out the exact thing I have on the neckline, and then I'll just add about 2 inches or 1.5 inches all the way around it, just the way you're seeing me doing in the video, and then I'll cut it out. So after cutting out the facing, this is what it looks like. So I'm going to place it on the neckline this way, right sides facing each other. So just go ahead to arrange it. You can use your pins to secure it down before you sew, just to get a very neat finishing. So after placing it on it, I'm going to stitch it using 1/2 inch all the way around the neckline. I'll stitch it down, close up this open part as well. And then when I'm done doing that, I'll use my hemming gum to turn it over to the wrong side. So when I'm done stitching, I'll show you guys what it looks like. So after stitching down the facing, this is what it looks like. So you can iron gum stay to your facing before you use it to turn over. So I'll also use my hemming gum to turn this over when I'm done. So the next thing we want to do is to create our armhole channel. So I'll come over to this point and just take my round armhole divided by 2, which is 9 inches, and then I'll connect it down to the full length of my top. I'll connect it down this way and just stitch it all the way down. So we're going to create a channel here where our arm is going to pass through when we wear our blouse. And then on the other side, I'll do the same thing. I'll take 9 inches this way. I'll mark it here, and then I will just connect it down to the full length of my blouse and close that point up. I'll do that. So when I'm done doing that, I'll turn over the neckline and then I'll show you guys the finished product of the top. So guys, after I ironed out the neckline with my hemming gum, this is what it looks like. So this is what we're ending this video for today. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you find it useful. Leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.